Hello everyone, welcome to my 20th review, and today I have Transformers Legacy United Commander Class. Who are you? Magmatron apparently, but yeah, here he is looking all magma-y, and yeah, I don't know who this is. I have never watched Beast Wars Neo, which is a sequel to Beast Wars 2, and I also haven't seen Beast Wars 2, so I don't know who you are, but you looked really cool, so I was like, I want you. And now I have you. So yeah, now initially I had planned for the 20th review, this was a couple months ago, for it to be Armada Tidal Wave, but nope. That figure still isn't out yet, so... I mean, on the site it said May, so I was like, maybe... possibly it could happen, but no. So Magmatron it is then. But yeah, but he is looking almighty and fierce. He looks really cool, and he is also kind of tall, which means that the camera can't really pick him up. I gotta need to put the camera on the other side of the room to pay. Well, he's not that tall, but still, he is pretty tall, and he's got a big back as well, because all of his stuff is there. But to be honest, it doesn't really bother me all that much. I mean, this is kind of like the main problem, I feel like. Because the tail, you know, tail's a tail. Everyone's got a tail. Everyone that has a tail has it hanging off the back. Doesn't necessarily matter to me. But this is just like a clump of plastic. That is kind of a problem. Anyway, but before we get into that, let's get into details here. So let's move the camera up a bit. And here we have his head. And he's got that good old-fashioned Ninja Turtles. Reminds me of the Ninja Turtles. But yeah, but we got some nice... gold, I guess. Here we got nice red and some green. Also, this is my first Commander Class figure on the channel. How exciting, how exciting. We got some nice white here on the T-Rex head. By the way, I don't know what these two are, so I'm just gonna call them the red bird and the sea green and red bird. That's what we'll call them. But yeah, but we also got some nice gold here from the feet from the other mode, which I don't think I've tabbed in correctly, but yeah. And also, this is my only real issue with the design, where it's like, wait, where did these come from? Because as you can see, the red bird has gold feet, and I know that this chest piece is technically supposed to be, I guess, like a combination between the red bird and the sea green, but there are nails on here. Let me just go down a bit. There are nails on here, which means that it's supposed to be the claws from the red one, from the red bird. What? He doesn't have that. It looks weird. It's the only part of the figure where it was like, also you got the nice bird head here in the middle, because all the heads have got to be on display. But yeah, then we got a nice black and gold crotch piece. Nice legs here that actually feel really nice as well. This guy is really good overall. And then we got some nice feet with these black things sticking out, which for some reason of mine like to go down, but whatever. Then we turn him around to the back and we got, well, this is what his legs look like from the back. Nice looking legs. And when we go up, we got the Kibble Nation with sea greens basically hanging off the back. But overall, I do like the design of this figure. However, if I have to say one thing that I do not like about this figure, it's these two pieces here. These hip skirts, I guess. They get in the way of things. I don't like them. I hate them. And the original figure and the original design, which I have a picture of on my laptop from TF Wiki, does not have these things on his side. So this was basically like leftover plastic that they didn't know what to do with. And unlike this, where it makes sense, here it's like, I kind of wish you kind of knew something else to do with. Even if it was just like to fill this up a bit. Where it was like, okay, you fold them up, click them into place. But no. So these things I do not like. Anyway, speaking of which, we shall head immediately into posability. So the head, now the head. Ooh, that head. It's a beautiful head, but it's also a problematic head. Because of the wingspan and everything kind of getting in the way, you kind of need to lift these bad boys up and also rotate them backwards in that sense in order to really get this head moving. It can technically do a full 360, but everything kind of gets in the way of doing that. But like everything gets in the way of that, so you can technically do it, but then these legs kind of get in the way, this head gets in the way. It's just, it's not fun to do, but he can rotate his head if you kind of get everything out of the way. So let me put this down. Also, these two things can fully extend. Oh wait, I need to move off. So these things can fully extend, they can rotate, they can go back and forth and slap the camera. I'm sorry I hit you guys. These feet can also rotate if you want to. Now we'll move back down again, get them back into shot, so that we can go to the arms. The arms can do a full 360. Granted that these things are out of the way, they can technically do a full 360. They can, oh nice, ratchets, in and out ratchets. Oh, this thing's got ratchets for days, because even the elbow joint is made out of ratchets. But he has, for transformation purposes, a double jointed elbow, because this is how the arms are supposed to look like in beast mode. Then for his waist, now here we come with another issue. We need to kind of move everything out of the way, because he does technically have a waist joint. Let me just... Okay, fall down. Need to rotate this down, because we're now moving over to the waist. Also, his hands can open. I forgot to show that off. His hands and his little thummy can open and close as well. Not individual fingers, but it doesn't really need to be there. Anyway, but yeah, you can actually rotate him if you actually get everything perfect. He does have a waist rotation, but once again, kibble kind of gets in the way. And this time it's not necessarily kibble that is part of the design. But yeah, legs can go forward about that far. If we move the arm out of the way, it can go, oh, not my knee bent. It can go backwards, not really that far, because like pieces kind of get in the way, sadly enough. It's a bit sad days. Anyway, then we got in and out on nice joints as well. We got a thigh swivel, as you saw before, a knee bend that once again does clickety clickety clackety click. And finally, we also have the feet that can go forward. Now, apparently they can't if you have these things tabbed in. So, now let's move down here once again, so we can go forward and back. No, not back. He doesn't have backwards, but he's got forward if you untap this black piece. And he also has a nice pivot as well on the feet. So yeah, that's what all the articulation that you really have and potentially need. So let's get this bad boy back up standing straight, like so. So we can move into some accessories. So starting off, he comes with a bunch of blast effects, all purple and goody. I turned this into these like Christmas tree things on the unboxing of this bad boy, and I had one piece still left over. But yeah, but he comes with this. I don't really, personally, I don't have a use for these things. I'm not the biggest fan of these things, but it's nice that you get them. And at least it's, next up, he comes with a thing here, something like this. Now, it looks a bit weird, I know. I think if you actually rotate this like so. Come on, there you go. Oh, no, it won't work. I thought maybe you could use it as a gun, because it kind of looks like a gun. There you go, it kind of looks like a gun. But no, you can't do that. So let's fold the backpack out. Because he also comes with a sword that you can just tab in up here. Now the issue that I kind of have is that the sword is a bit on the flimsy side. It's one of them soft plastic ones, and I am not the biggest fan of soft plastic. At least the connection pieces are hard plastic, so I won't have that issue. Because that is what I hate the most, when the connection is soft plastic as well. Because then it's like, just go in, and then it bends, and it's not fun. But yeah, but he can hold his sword in his hand as he should. Being the Emperor of Destruction, or wanting to be the Emperor of Destruction. So he's got a sword, but that's not all, because we also got half a turtle. Half of sea green is right here, and that one can clip on the back here of the, oh, let me rotate the arm, on the back here of the arm. With this, oh, wow. I wonder how I'm gonna do bigger figures if I'm already having issues here. Anyway, but yeah, this thing clips around, and then the tab goes into that hole, so you can just slide this bad boy in. Let me just rotate this forward a bit to kind of get it out of the way of things. Like, now we have the problem of everything kind of getting in the way. So let me just bend the elbow as well. And there we go, it's attached. I had to kind of go off screen for a quick second. However, because of how, you know, like, things kind of get in the way, he can do stuff with the shield, but also, you know, because of the fact that you have to peg it in under the arm, it kind of does limit the, you know, like, you can't really have it, like, sideways on the arm, which I feel like is a kind of an issue. But here he is all weaponed up. Also, these Also, these sword things up here can be detached and can also be held if he wants to. He's got 2 of them on this side as well, as you can see right there. And also what you can do with these things is kind of like, because apparently in the show he shoots his sword, this sword weapon. What you can actually do is just peg this in. And then peg this in. Yeah. And have it be like the effect of him shooting out his sword. Like, oh. Put it on the wrong way. Oops. There you go. But him having the, you know, you can kind of have the effect of him shooting out his sword almighty, like. But let's put this back up here. And now then, with him all weaponed up. I also like how there's like a little groove in here so that this kind of can fit in there. I do like that. It's a personal thing, but I do like that. Anyway, now then, with him basically out of the way, we can move straight into size comparisons. Now then, I do not have any Beast Wars Neo figures. There's a bit of an issue. So I guess we just gotta go with a Beast Wars 2 figure, which I do have because I bought Sideswipe. Here is Skywarp. This was a figure that I got, in a sense for me, I kind of got this figure for free because I bought Sideswipe. And in order to buy the Earth version of Sideswipe, you kind of need to also get this figure. So I have 2 figures. Technically 4, from shows I have never seen. So that's fun. So there you go. Next up, what else do I have here? Well, I got the Pterosaur here. This is mainly for the bird comparison, but I got him as well. Not a big fan of this figure, but one day, this year, later on in the year, you will get a review just like Skywarp, and I will talk about why I do not like you. Now then, let's move straight into some good guy versus bad guy thing. And my goodness, Magmatron, you are so tall. Look at how tall you are. Optimus Primal is nothing compared to you. And finally, let's have him with technically his predecessor, I guess. Here is the Dino version. And here is the Dragon version of Megatron. Both of these also will get reviews this year, and Primal will as well, so don't you worry about that one. But anyway, here he is with the other bad guys from original Beast Wars, and man, he really is tall. My Optimus Primal's just like he can't do anything. Look at him. You want me to fight that? Are you out of your mind? I can't fight that. Run. Yeah. So let's move this out of the way so that we can turn this full big boy in. So we can turn big boy 1 into 3. So let's transform Magmatron, almost called him Megatron, into his 3 beast modes. So what I'm gonna start off with is you can untap it from here. If it actually wants to let you untap. There you go. 1. Do the same thing on the other side. Difficult to see. Come on. Untap, will ya? Hey, bit of a tight fit, but there you go. And move that off to the side, because what I'm going to first do is untap everything. Next up, you want to basically get this head and these legs untapped as well. And then just throw them off to the side. Now, this will be a 3-parter kind of transformation, because we... So let's get into part 1. So what faction should we start with? I think we'll start with the easiest one, and that being the bird. So what you want to do is you want to basically take these legs and just extend them out, like so. Take the head and fold it all the way down. Make sure you also straighten out the neck, fold it all the way down, and then rotate this piece up to cover up the head. And then just fold the feet down and orient this the way you want. And then fold these little claw things forward as well, and bam! Bird's done. Could not have been easier to get Birdie done. Even though he doesn't want to stand, so there you go. Birdie's done. So next up we'll take this green guy here. We'll save the best for last. Well, kind of. Anyway, you want to untap this head here. Oh, don't do that. Don't do those things, okay? Untap the head and rotate it around just to kind of get it out the way. Undo. Well, these things are actually supposed to tab it here. So, I guess mine untabbed when I pushed it off to the side. So, yeah, untap this and just like, okay. Sure, bird. Red bird, why not? And next up, you want to do is you want to take these pieces here and just rotate them up like so. Do not tap this in yet. This is only halfway done. Next up, what you want to do is you want to take these arms and just fold them in here. Rotate them out to the side and let me rotate it like so. There you go, let's just do this. Anyway, we got a tab here that it goes into this slot here on the arm. So you just want to basically rotate this in all the way. Do the same thing on the other side, tab and slot as you do. Now then, next up what you want to do is you want to rotate the arm so that it is facing you. Oh. That neck is too long for this. That's why I kind of wanted to get you out of the way, but that one was the easy one. Anyway, rotate the arm so that the elbow bend is towards you. Rotate the hand so that the tab is facing you. Rotate it this way. Here's the slot. Oopsie. Anyway, you want to basically tab this tab into that slot right there. So just use the double elbow joint bend that I showed you in the posability section. And make sure that everything is straightened out. Okay, a little bit further up. There you are. Okay, now then tap that bad boy in. You want to take this arm here and just rotate it backwards like so. The head is really annoying me for this piece. Then you want to make sure that once again the tab is aligned with the elbow joint. And there's a tab here that goes to the slot right there in the gold. So you just want to take this. Rotate it up once again on the double joint and just slide this bad boy into his home like so. Then what you want to do is you want to okay, don't do that. I found it. So what you first want to do, you want to rotate this. Alright, so it was sitting like this, so you want to rotate this up, and then what you want to do is there's a slider here, and you want to basically slide this the way that it can. Rotate this around and then fold this in here and fold that in there like so. And there we go, we got a top half done. Let's bring in the bottom half. I kind of forgot which way to rotate that. But anyway, fold these pieces right here up like so. Fold this up as well and fold this back here in. So now we are gonna take these big tabs here and put them in these two big holes right here. And then everything else, they got tiny tabs here that are gonna go in here as well. You basically just want to shimmy it in, push it in like so. Line everything up. This is basically on a feeling based, where it's like you just need to line everything up. Push this up, and then this two tabs here go into two slots up there like so. Make sure you squeeze everything, and then for final touches here, what you can do is there are three tabs in here that are gonna slot in there. This is why you did not connect the head before, and push it in, and there you go. Now you can angle the neck and everything else with it in order to kind of get his head up as he's supposed to be. Rotate everything so that it sits flush. I don't know how these are supposed to go, but let's just rotate them around like so. And here we got Sea Green in his Sea Green mode. So let's get this big boy in here and just transform him as well. So, time to make a T-Rex. So, what you want to start off with, you want to take these pieces here and rotate them down like so. Then you want to take a part separator or your nails, whichever one you have, and come in here and push this piece right here out like so. Then what you want to do is you want to untab this. Wow. Some power that you need for this one. Untab it. There you go. Was a bit stuck on mine. Now the thing is that you actually need to untap this before you can rotate whatever is up here, because the tab for this goes through here and into this piece. And I've heard of people breaking their fingers because they try to rotate this first before doing any of that. So just untab it and then you can rotate, okay? That frees everything up. Anyway, next up what you want to do is you want to basically take these pieces here, fold them down, rotate them in like so, tab these bad boys together, and then you want to rotate it like so. What you want to do next is you want to take this headpiece here and just rotate it up like so. Take this piece, just fold it down, then you can come in here. Oh. After we lift up the camera again, you can come up in here and pull out his throat. so that that sits like so. Then what you want to do is you want to basically tab this in here. Let's see how that tabbed in again. Ah, you got this tab here and this tab here. Wow, the camera is really high up. But you got, and you basically just want to take this and tab it in. Then on this side you got two holes that go into these two ports. So you just want to take this and slam that together as well. Then what you can do is you can take the arms, the puny T-Rex arms, because this ferocious beast still needs a funny thing. But yeah, and then just untap those. You don't have to do it now, but I just like to do it now. I did it now always. And now we're gonna go and lower that camera for leg time. So, time for the legs. So what you want to do with these legs, basically get everything out of the way. You basically want to make sure that this thing is straight. So just rotate this in, like so. And just keep it there, I guess. And then you want to basically take this and fold this down on top of here. There is a connection. I don't remember where that connection is, so we're just gonna... Alright, so next up what you want to do is there are two tabs. Oh, you can't see it because this... Anyway, there are two tabs here that are gonna slide into the back here. So you just basically want to line this bad boy up and tab it in like so. Alright. Now then, you want to come in, push this bad boy off to the side in order to grab the sword. We'll lower this bad boy so we can... So I don't need to be that tall because this thing is just a small thing. You want to untap the sword, push it off to the side because nobody needs it right now. Then you want to untap this. And now we're going to come to a thing that I hate about this. This is the only part of this Dino Boats transformation that I hate. And the reason why I saved it for last. You want to basically push down on this hinge in order to get this. There are two pieces here, this one and that one. And they need to kind of put... You kind of have to force things past each other. And... I don't like forcing things past. So you just basically want to take it and just force it past. I hope that they won't break the tab. And then you can rotate the whole thing out like so. Also rotate the handle up as well. And then something like this. There you go. So now we bring him back in. And you basically want to spread the legs so we can really get a good shot of this. Lift up the camera. Because now we want to tab this bad stuff in here as well. Ah, I now remember. And I hate this. Alright, so in here, I don't know if you can see that, but there's a hole in there. That, this... Also, wait, you want to also rotate this up. Like so. But you want to basically take this big square thing and jam it up into the tail right there, which can be very annoying. I remember doing this for the first time and it is not wanting to... Oh, and also the handle for the weapon tabs into that port right there. So you got two tab slot connections. So let's just see if we can figure out how to make this bad boy work. There we go. That always is an issue. And you basically want to rotate this again. And then you want to basically rotate this forward. And then you have these two tabbies here that are going to slot into there. And into, you can't really see it, but down here. So basically just want to rotate this so that it sits flush kind of thing. And then just make sure that you can tab this together. Like so. Don't worry, we are almost done with the T-Rex. Because now what you want to do is... Well, actually, let's do this first. You can take this this weapon here. And there is a slot in there that this clear tab is going to go into. So just basically figure out a place and tab it in. Tabbing it in is the easy part. Getting it out, we'll get there when we get there. Anyway, now you want to basically rotate this, rotate this. Also... Before we do that, wait, before you do that, you want to untab this piece here. And this is why instructions exist, because apparently I had this wrong. You're supposed to pull this out and tab it in here for robot mode. I got a little confused. I thought this was for Dino mode. Okay, focus. Thank you. I thought this was for Dino mode, but no. So what you want to do for Dino mode, untap this and just fold it in like so. Then untap this piece here, and rotate it around so that it kind of folds in there as well, like so. Then what you want to do is you want to take these two pieces here, which is, you know, are always an issue for me as well. There you go. And fold them all the way in, like so. Then you want to take the heel and fold it in here. Then you want to take the rest of the heel and fold it all the way in like so. There you go. Do the same thing on the other side. So just rotate this in here as well. Rotate this down. Rotate them in. Can be a bit of a struggle sometimes. And fold it in like so. Then what you want to do is you can take this here. Oh, this untapped, of course. Why wouldn't it? This connection up here is not always the sturdiest for me. Anyway, you want to rotate the legs forward to kind of cover up this gaping problem here. Bend the knees and then undo the feet like so. Bend the knees and undo the feet like so. And then if you did everything correctly as I have instructed, 1 or 2, and of course you fell over, why wouldn't you? And here we have, after I had some issues getting him to stand, Magmatron in his triple beast modes. So here we have Magmatron in his 3 beast modes, which means that this is technically a combiner. How nice. It might be my first combiner. I know it's not my first beast figure, because that was Silverbolt from Legacy United. But yeah, but here they are, and they look really good together, if I'm being honest here. Are they perfect? As close as can be. Basically, they hide away the whole robot. I know it's technically 3 pieces of a robot, but still, they hide it all the way. So, what are we going to start off with? Well, let's start off with the bird. Let's start off with transformation-wise. So, you got the bird. Thank you. Here we got the nice beak over here. Nice red here, gold with some silver claws right here. We got some nice gold here for the feet. No silver claws at the bottom of the feet though. Weird that the top did get it, but the bottom didn't. But yeah, and then some nice under here, this is by the way soft plastic, which is why the sword does not want to stay tabbed in. At least this part here. This part does not stay tabbed in. Because the sword actually, let me just untab it, tabs in on both of these ports here. With both of these slots here. But this one pegs in. No problem. This one, many problems, because this one is already untabbed. But yeah, but this is a nice little bird mode, if I do say so myself. And for articulation wise, his mouth can open if you get something in between. And look at that beautiful pink tongue that he has painted in here as well. His hands can rotate because they're on ball joints. They can go all the way. Wings can go up like so. And down like so. And then also extend all the way out. I haven't done beast modes in a while. I just kind of forgot they had articulation, so I kind of just jumped into it. Also some nice clear plastic here with a logo inside. But yeah, but the wings can go out like so, can go out like so. You got a bunch of articulation actually, surprisingly enough for these little guys. Normally beast modes are very hampered, but this thing can do everything. So he's got some nice articulation for poses if you want to. Sadly enough, he does not have one of those things to tab in to a stand, so you need to hook a stand onto him. But yeah, but that was that one. Now let's look at the actually most articulated figure of this whole set. Let's look at Sea Green. Sea Green looks great here and long, very long because of his long neck. But yeah, the fact that he was able to bring out these cool looking beast modes, plus turn into one guy, plus do an extra thing that I don't like, this really shows. But yeah, but you got some nice bluish up here. I really like this thing. You know, on articulation, I guess you can just move these up and down. There's a ball joint here, so you can rotate them all the way around. These back things can move as well, like so. And that's basically it, except for everything in here. So he's got a rotation. Oh, wait. He's got a rotation down here. Oh, I'll lift up the camera a bit. Yeah, he's got a rotation down here. But yeah, but this rotation here is kind of difficult to get to because he got a big mushroom pack here, which likes to rotate before this. So when I bend it, you can basically rotate this all the way around. He's got a mushroom pack for rotation. Then this here, once again, as you can see, mushroom pack right there. It's out of focus, sorry. But yeah, right there, mushroom pack. Which means that this can also rotate all the way around, plus another mushroom pack here, 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 up here, plus another mushroom pack up here, plus a lowering head as you can see here, so his head can lower as well. And a few parts separator in between here. He's got once again a nice looking pink tongue, and his mouth can open as well. So he has a lot, and I mean a lot of articulation. So the neck can basically do anything you want it to. But yeah, you can basically do whatever you want with the neck if you want to. So that is very nice. This thing is very poseable. Now then, let's move into the third and final one. The T-Rex himself, before we go into comparison sake. So yeah, we got nice white up here. Kind of wish this piece was white as well, if I'm being honest here. It kind of like disrupts the flow when the whole thing goes through, and then it's like, oh, wait, we had to stop here. Bit of an annoyance, but yeah, but he looks very nice. He's the one with the most amount of robot kibble, and what I mean by that is he got a little bit here on the back of the legs. And if you lift up his leg, he's got some stuff in here. But overall, with the legs, he can hide that pretty well. But he looks great. Nice green eye up here. You get out of here so that the camera can focus on the actual big threat here. You know? But yeah, but I love this T-Rex mode. This is my favorite T-Rex mode that these figures have had. Well, I only have one other T-Rex mode. You saw him during size comparison in robot mode, and he is here again in Dino mode as well. But this thing looks absolutely great. I love the texture here, like that they gave him here on the back. It's such a cool looking thing, even like on here on the side of his legs. Oh, this is my favorite mode, even though getting to it is my least favorite out of the three. Don't ignore them. Ignore them. They do not exist. Do not appear. But these two. These two. This is my favorite, but I don't like getting to it because of the fact that this part here, down here, kind of does not really want to tab in. It still hasn't fully tabbed in. Apparently, when I was transforming the other guys, it kind of tabbed out. So that's a bit of an annoyance. Yeah, and the blade also blends in perfectly with the tail. So let's move into articulation. Now then, his head can rotate side to side. It can go up and down. However, the neck piece does kind of... The illusion kind of gets ruined when you put his head up. If you put a part separator into his mouth, he can open that bad boy up as well. This is as far as you're going to get it, but unlike... You also get a nice pink tongue in here. I don't know if you can see that, but he's got a nice pink tongue in there and some nice silver here around the teeth. The other ones had that too, but to be honest, the chomper is truly the T-Rex. He is the one who chomps. Also some nice little paint here. I just noticed this on the nails. Beautiful. Anyway, his hands, his arms, its tiny little arms are on a ball joint, so they can rotate all the way around wherever you want them to go. Except up your ass. But yeah, then his tail can rotate side to side, so he can waggle his tail out of excitement. Which kind of looks weird for a T-Rex to waggle his tail like a little dog. And then his legs, these legs are the exact same legs as the robot legs, so they can basically do everything the robot legs can. They can go forward and back. You know, knee bend here, they can go in and out. You got a ankle pivot here, you got forward and back. Well, you don't have back, as I said before, but you have forward. So this thing, these beast modes can really articulate, and me handling, you know, the Kingdom and Legacy beasts, and also the Rise of the Beast Studio Series beast modes, it's like, I was expecting no articulation from these guys, but these guys can move. Now let's start off with some size comparisons. So I'm going to start off with some individual size comparisons. There are only two. So we'll get those out of the way first, because these are all... I grabbed these figures specifically for these size comparisons. Starting off here, he is with Mega Man himself. Magma Man and Mega Man together at last. I like this Dino mode so much more. This one looks a bit more derpy, you know, and I hate all the soft plastic that this thing has. It really makes transformation not fun. Of course, you would go too far. But it really makes this transformation a lot less fun than this thing. But this thing looks so much better in my opinion than these two. But these two together look actually pretty good. You got like an actual threat versus the derpy friend. It's like these two are brothers, but this was the derpy brother. It's like, don't worry guys, this is just my brother. Pay no mind to him. But yeah, so let's move Mega Man out of here. We will have another Mega Man soon, so we can get to the bird comparison as well. And once again, Magmatron really knows how to outshine his other variants, because here we got Pterosaur, and I hate this thing. I hate this thing. I hate this thing. It's so dumb. And I think that is even the Takara Beast Wars Again one. Yeah, it is. I specifically bought this guy from the Beast Wars Again line. That was a big mistake. But anyway, this is technically kind of what he's supposed to look like, sleek and elegant, and this is what he actually looks like, bulky, like that fat Pidgey from that one Pokemon episode. But yeah, now then, let's bring in the rest of the gang so we can get into some real size comparisons. Let me just make sure that everyone's standing kind of together here. There we go. Because here he is, here they are, or here he is. Is it they or he? Because it's like 3 of them, but the 3 are 1. Because they is multiple, and there are multiple, but they combine into 1. It's confusing me. Anyway, here he is with Dragon Magmatron from the Legacy figurine. Let me put you back more. Here he is with Megatron, my actual favorite Beast Wars Megatron that I have out of the 2. And here he is. Here they are with Air Razor. Sure, Air Razor. A Sky Warp, and here they are with Optimus Primal as well. Once again, Optimus Primal being a very tiny guy. We can also kind of bring him in as well. And sure, why not? Let's bring this idiot in here as well. The one that I do not like. So here are all the size comparisons. I also don't know if you can attach these blast effect parts to them. But yeah, here's some Beast Wars characters. Beast Wars 2 character. My finger needs to be in the shot. Beast Wars 2 character with the Beast Wars Neo gang. I am actually happy to own this because this set is absolutely great. Now then, let's move these bad boys out of here so we can go into I Hate You mode. Which is what I have dubbed their 3rd mode. Because yes, they don't just combine in robot mode. But yeah, but they can also combine into one big mode. And this is basically an I Hate You mode. That is how I have dubbed it. Because this mode hates me. So let's get into the combination. Alright, time to get these bad boys into their Magmasaurus mode. Apparently that is what it's called. Now I will say this, there are a lot of jump cuts. Because this thing likes to fight me. When at least the first time when I got to this thing fought me. So what you want to start off with the long boy is you want to untap this piece here, and then you basically want to rip him in half. Like so. There we go. Now what you want to do is you want to push this piece back. So after that, what you want to do is you want to basically take this and push this in. Then you want to basically push this out, and there's a tab here that goes into a slot there. So basically you just want to push this out, push this in, and then line up the tab with the hole and just push it in like so. Then what you want to do is I like to grab the part separator and pull this bad boy out. Rotate these things however you like. I don't know if there's really a set way to do this. Kind of move together. Anyway, but it doesn't really... Now then, what you want to do is you want to grab the other half, and I'm just going to say this, you basically want to go back into robot mode. So what you want to do is you basically want to rotate this around. Which way did it go again to go the correct way? Anyway, and then slide this up like so. Well, this apparently is the correct way. Untap the arms like so, and untap them, fold them forward. Like you are going back into robotic mode. Don't worry, we are not going into robot mode, but we are getting closer to it. However, we are not going into robot mode because you want to rotate this back like so. Then what you want to do is you want to basically make sure that the elbow joints are facing you. So we're basically facing the tail. Then you want to rotate this out like so. Fold all this out like so. To create some kind of beastie legs. And then rotate these around like so. Oh, no. Go back and then rotate it around. Like, around. There you go. Rotate it around so that it's facing this side like so. But we are not done yet. Oh, these things were actually, I thought these were folded down. But anyway, what you want to do is you want to take these pieces here and fold them up. And then what you want to do is you want to come in here and pull out the black bit. Come here, Blackie. And rotate this up like so. Fold this out, and there's a tab here that's gonna slide right into the slot over here. So basically you want to take this, it will sit at a bit of an angle, so you basically just want to take this here and just tap it in like so. Wait, I forgot something. In here there's a connector piece. I already tried to connecting him to the big boy himself. Anyway, so feel about that connector piece, and now we're done. So now we're gonna connect him to him. I like to move the legs out of the way. Yeah, like so. And then you basically want to connect stuff in here. Now, what you want to do is you got a tiny little clip-on piece here on the back of the tail that this is going to that's gonna slide onto this, and then you got this big boy right here, this big gap that's gonna slide around this here. So basically, what you want to do is you want to take this back here. Oh, okay, do that then, and just basically, oh, you can't really see anything because everything is blocking everything. Like so. Tap that in and then come under here and just tap that in as well. This connection is a little bit less sturdier than this one, so there you go. Once again, I've forgotten something. I forgot this when I did the transformations. But anyway, you want to take this here and just fold these pieces right here out, and there is, as you can see, a tab on here that will slide into that hole right there. So basically what you want to do is you want to basically fold this in like so, rotate this up, and then just like line this up and tab it in. Rotate this like so, line it up. Where is the tab? I can't see it from here. There it is. Found it. Found you, and there you go. Then what you want to do is you want to come in here and take this big boy, and there are these two tabs here that are going to slide into these two slots here. So you can just take this in here and just push it in. There you go. Finally, now you work. Like so. Tap that in. Make sure the arms are rotated backwards a bit so that you can kind of, so that they are kind of touching the ground, because they are going to be the back legs. You can also tap this, push. Now they want to take this and just peg it in, and there you go. Now he has his tail back after the turtle basically swallowed it. However, unlike before, this time I actually saved the easiest one for last. Also, I kind of forgot, but you don't have to do this, but I noticed it while I was kind of trying to make sure that everything was stable, because he kind of fell apart again by accident. But the things were not tabbed in properly. Anyway, you kind of need to feed this through this gaping hole in his booty. So basically, and you can do this. This is not really a full-on requirement, but you can do that way. You know, I don't know, I guess it fills him out a bit more. There you go. Now let's take the bird, straighten out the neck of the bird, rotate these wings around like so, and basically there he is. I told you it was simple. Next, what you want to do is you want to take this piece here and untab it. Now there are 3 slots in here, and this slot right here, the one that's closest to the green guy, the sea green, this tabby is supposed, oh, wait, you can't see it because the camera's too low. This tab right here is supposed to tab in there. However, what I like to do personally is I just like to also basically make sure the legs are up. Oh my god. Make sure the legs are up like so. And what you want to do is you want to basically take this here and just line this up. However, what I like to do personally is I like to jam his neck in between here first. It is a much better way to do this. Also, you can just rotate these like down, rotate these wings out to kind of get everything out of the way. There you go. Tap the neck in. Also, there on the back of his head, right there, there's a slot that this tab down here, you can't really see the tab, so let's focus on the tab here. Tab can go into, and then this tab is supposed to slide in here. However, for mine, that tab is a bit of a looser connection, so I don't like to do that. Then also what you can do is you can just fold this down, and the tab here on his booty, it looks like he's about to give birth. His bird is about to give birth. Anyway, this tab here on his booty that you can see kind of is supposed to slide in. Spread. Oh yeah, now he's definitely giving birth. But in between these two. So just like basically push it down, line this up, and there you go. Next up, you can then take the head, and like I said, tab slot connection back here. There you go. Oh boy. And then you can fold these wings back again. Make sure that everything here is Understood. Then what you can do with these back feet, you don't really need to do anything with them, but you can just basically take this and fold this up. This was actually a lot better to do this time around than last time and the first time I did it, because the first time it was absolutely not fun at all. And you can, I don't know, fold this down. This is your figure, do whatever you, well, this is mine figure. This is my figure, stay away from my figure. But yeah, but here we got the Magmasaurus Mode. Well, no. But here we have Magmatron in his Magmasaurus Mode. So here we have the ridiculous looking, but to be honest, kind of cool anyway, Magmasaurus Mode. My goodness. What a mode. I will say that. What a mode. This is. It's really ridiculous actually. This thing is so ridiculous. You know what? This is basically, when I saw Magmatron's robot mode, when I saw him in his triple beast modes, I was like, this doesn't necessarily have to be Japanese. You know, it can be American as well. Then I saw this thing and I was like, oh yeah, this is definitely Japanese, because only the Japanese can pull off something crazy like this. I do like this mode, but I don't really like getting to it, because it's a bit annoying. You really need to get used to it. Like, for example, the tail needs to tab in the back here, not in the front first. First the back, then the front. And you kind of need to squeeze that thingy here through there. This bird, you need to clip in here first on the neck, because that is the sturdiest connection. Then you can fold this down, and put the head in place. It's really like kind of figuring that out. And also, it is hell to do on camera. I will tell you that much right now. I might sound a bit exhausted, and that is because, you know, this thing really does take it out of me for camera only. But he looks ridiculous. He looks ridiculous. What can I say? He looks ridiculous. I don't know what else to say. This thing is just absolutely ridiculous. But I do like it. Now, the detail itself is the same as always, you know. We don't really need to go into details. So let's just get straight into size comparison, because I don't know what else to say about this bad boy. Because, like, what are the details? Like, oh, look, hey, there's a bird lying on top of him. There's like a green sea thing. Sea green is on, basically clamping on for dear life onto his tail, while the dead body of a bird that just gave birth is lying on top of the dino and the sea green. And then you got like the T-Rex just basically unchanged. The T-Rex is unchanged, just opens up a bit so that everything can fold into place. But everything really like tabs into the T-Rex, which is probably why this is called the Magmasaurus, because the Saurus remains the same, but the magma changes, I guess. But so let's just move into size comparison, because I got nothing else to say about this mode outside of the fact that it looks ridiculous, but I can only say that this much. Starting off, here he is with Megatron Transmetal 2 Dragon Man himself. And here he is with Megatron Original Beast Wars, the T-Rex one. Here we got some Optimus Primal action as well. Here we got Bert 1. Here we got, don't worry, I'll put all these guys in. And here we got Pterosaur and Skywarp from Beast Wars 2. Now I will move backwards. The camera will move backwards. And then a little bit upwards. And then a little bit downwards, I guess. And here he is. By the way, if these things can also connect to here, kind of like this, let me know in the comments, because I don't actually know if they really work together. When I started to do this review, I grabbed the figure, grabbed the weapons, it was all fine and dandy, and then I was like, oh my god, I still need these things as well. I kind of forgot about them, so I already started shooting before I had these things. Whoopsie, I had to reshoot that part. So if they can actually attach here, let me know. Because I don't know, personally, if they can actually attach to the dinos, but even then it would kind of look a bit ridiculous, but speaking of ridiculous, I like this design, but I also think it's absolutely ridiculous. But here is the size comparison with Skywarp from Beast Wars 2, Pterosaur, Optimus Primal, Mega Man, and Super Mega Man, Dragon Man, I guess, from Beast Wars, with Magmatron from Beast Wars Neo. Also, Magmatron, you haven't really appeared in anything. Maybe appear in something. Hey, next live-action Transformers movie, introduce Magmatron, since you don't want to do this guy. But yeah, but there is the size comparison. Let's get everybody out of the way. Pull this thing in here a bit, and let's get into robot mode. So, to get this big boy into robot mode, so what you want to do is you want to untap the head from the back here. Come on. Also untap this piece here, but basically pull off the bird, but untap the neck Thank you. Rotate the wings around as you should. Move him off to the side, because he's not important anymore. Now then, we want to untap, basically once again split this bad boy in half. There you go. Split him in half. Then you want to untap this piece here. Basically undo the tail piece, which this piece back here is so... There you go. Oh, and also untap these side pieces, which I forgot about. And there we go. Oh boy. So let's get this started with the Dino mode. Let's do the T-Rex first. Why not? Alright. So what you want to do is basically you want to straighten out the legs. Rotate, dab it in. Oh, like so. Basically kind of like straighten out the legs. Move them off to the side a bit so that they're kind of out of the way. Take this piece here and untab it like so. Then take this and untab it as well. Throw it off to the side because we'll get to you later. I don't like you. Then you want to... Okay, got a bit confused there. Yeah, you're going to take these arms here and just tab them in. I had like multiple things I could do right now, and it's like I didn't know which one, so I basically yelled all of them. I hope that one worked. Then you want to untap these side arm pieces here from this. Then you want to basically undo, lift this up. Also take his neck and push it in and just get it out of the way. Then you want to take this and rotate it around like so. Then you can basically... Also, by the way, this little bit of damage here, it was on it before I got the figure. So I did not damage this figure yet. But yeah, untap this, fold this down. Also make sure to rotate this. Then you can also push this in here because we have already rotated to this. So basically want to take this double hinge here and just like fold this forward. And then this tab here will go through this piece here and this piece here. So make sure everything is straight. And then you can just feed this through. Like so. Now you can't rotate this anymore. So don't force this. Otherwise you're going to break it. Fold this all the way down so you can kind of just take this purple piece here and fold it in. Rotate this out. Then you can take these two pieces here. There's a tab and a hole. A tab and a hole. So just tab that into place. Whew. Then you kind of rotate this down and straighten it out. And then you can finish up this bad boy with the legs. Rotate it down a little bit. So what you want to do is you want to take these pieces here and pull them out. Take this here and pull it out. Take these pieces under here and also push them out. Push them out. Don't push them back in. Push them out. Push them out. Come on. There you go. And fold it out like so. Then you want to take these two and they go into the, basically, I guess the gun barrels. Also, you can tap this in. But yeah, they basically go down here in the gun barrel. So basically line it up and just push it in. Line it up down here and just, push it in. Oh, not you. Tab in. Push it in like so. Then what you can do is you can come under the feet here and just push these pieces here out. Rotate them around like so. There you go. This is a mission. Certain parts of this figure are a mission. Then fold out the rest of the heels like so. Fold out the rest of the heels like so. Take these little black spiky thingies here. Rotate them around. Push them through here. Let me rotate this down again. I also need to start drinking something, so can I hurry up and finish you off so I can go for a little bit of a drink? Because I'm starting to get thirsty. It is actually kind of warm in my room. Basically rotate this so that everything is kind of straight. Well, here we got the T-Rex mode back into pants mode. So let's attach the rest and transform it as well. Then we'll take this bottom piece here, and it basically is already done. All you really have to do is just like, I don't know, straighten things out. But here I basically have his shield back into shield mode with some nice detail over here. Also, now then, let's move on to the sword, because I kind of forgot to do that when T-Rex happened. Starting off, what you want to do is you want to basically take this here, and this is very scary and annoying, but there you go. You want to tab out the sword from there. It blended in so well, I forgot it was even there. Yeah, now we're gonna take this piece here. We're gonna rotate this down a bit. This review is absolutely an actual mission. Anyway, what you want to do is you basically want to take this here and just rotate it up like so and rotate it in like so. Now then what you want to do is you want to kind of push on this hinge here in order to kind of get this through there like so, like so. I do not like that because it makes me think I'm gonna break it. And then what you can do is lift this up. Then next up you'll rotate this piece up like so. I don't actually know. Yeah, there's like a tab here that slides in there. I didn't even know that. I just noticed that. And rotate the handle down like so. Take the sword, place it in the hole, and there we go. Weapon and shield is sword and shield is done. Pokemon would be proud. Now let's take this big boy over here and just rotate these arms forward like so. Untab these pieces here like so. Rotate them in. Oh, rotate them in like so. Oh, these were the... Okay. I thought I had to rotate other parts around. But yeah, rotate it around, I guess. And then just... Yeah, actually, rotate it around. It's not an I guess, it's an I know. Because these big boys are gonna slide into these slots right there. Take these pieces here. Rotate them around. Oh, whoopsie. Untab this piece here. Oopsie. Get these things in here. So just on the double rotation right here, just rotate it around like so and make sure to line them up. Now we can put everything. However, this already untabs. So this is my issue with this figure, is the fact that he untabs a bit too easily. Look, already untapped. Bit of an annoyance. There you go. And also you can kind of like fold this up as well. Fold it. Oh, rotate this piece up as well. Rotate this up. Rotate this up. Now then, next up what you can do is you can tab the head in here. However, I personally don't do that yet. So let's move this off to the side so we can get into the bird. Now the bird is a bit of a simpler one. So basically what you want to do also, you want to take these pieces here and just fold them up. But yeah, rotate the head down, then rotate it up like so, but bend it down over here as well, like so. Make sure that everything is kind of out of the way, and then you want to basically, there's a tab in here, down there, that will slide into this hole if it actually does that. You want to take his head and just kind of shimmy it in between here. There you go, kind of something like this. I don't really know how these parts are supposed to go, to be honest, but this is the only way that I have found that they actually will sit. So there you go. Also rotate this up. This is coming into play later. So now then, final piece here, kind of. Alright, here at the back, you have a hole here and a hole on that side. You want to tab these two, this connection in here and this connection here in there. So basically what you want to do is you want to take these pieces here, kind of rotate the arms out of the way. The big head is slapping everything, so that's fun. You basically want to come in here from behind like you always do. And just make sure that they're all folded out. But then I like to go in from one side first and tab that side in, like so. And then go on to the other side and just tap it in on this side as well, like so. Rotate the arms down, get the head situated at the shoulder. Rotate these up. Oh, accidentally hit the camera. But yeah, now what you want to do is you kind of want to basically use all of the joints here in this neck area in order to get the tab that is below here, under here. That tab right there, that hole. This tab on the shoulder into that hole. So you basically just want to maneuver everything, and this is why I like to do it later, because then the head doesn't get in the way of anything. But yeah, there you go, like so. Then you want to basically push this down, and it's out of view. So like so, sure. Sorry that it was out of view. Make sure that the arms are rotated the right way. Give him back his sword and his shield. I'll do the shield off screen. And I guess basically here we have Magmatron back in his robotic mode. So, final thoughts on Magmatron, or as I sometimes call him, Magma Man. Is he worth the price? Oh, absolutely. This figure is absolutely great. I don't know how else to say it, but this thing is truly worth the price. But is he worth picking up? To me, not really. The side skirt pieces are an issue for me. And also some of the transformation bits, it sometimes kind of fights you. And also he's a niche character where it's like, yeah, Beast Wars Neo. How many people know about Beast Wars Neo? Ask an average Transformers fan and they'll say Beast Wars. What? There's another Beast Wars? There's only one Beast Wars. And that is Beast Wars. There's a Beast Machines, but there's only one Beast Wars. It's like, no, there's a Beast Wars 2 and a Beast Wars Neo. There are 3. That's basically the conversation that you're gonna get. So, yeah, I would say I like him, but I do have my issues with him. He's definitely not the best commander, but he is still absolutely worth the price. But if I would recommend him, it basically depends on you. What kind of a collector are you? I'm the kind of person who likes to collect stuff from characters who appear in shows, movies, and like games, of which I have seen, which is kind of surprising that I actually picked this figure up. Skywarp came with Sideswipe, so there's a difference there. Like, at least there's a reason for me to own that Skywarp figure, because he came with Sideswipe, and I wanted Sideswipe. And I basically got him with it. But with this guy, you know, he's from a show that I have never watched. So why are you in my collection? Well, it's because I was thinking maybe one day I'll watch it, and then I'll need to pay 2 million euros for a Magmatron in the aftermarket price. So that's the only reason I picked him up. But like I said, he's a nice little figure. So if it depends on your collection. But I will say one thing's for sure, he is absolutely worth the money. But that has been my review of Transformers Legacy United Commander Class. Even though it says on the box Beast Wars Universe, I will call it Beast Wars Neo Universe Magmatron. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on that bell, and comment your thoughts on this figure. And please check out my Let's Play channel, linked in the description and at the end of the video. I upload 3 videos every day of different games, but mainly Pokemon. And I'll see you guys in the next review. Bye!